Good afternoon and namaste. This is Lakshmi Iyer with Sitare TV. We are here on the final day of TiEcon 2024 at the Santa Clara Convention Center. And we've had an amazing 3 days thanks to the efforts of a wonderful team headed by people such as Mr. Ajay Patwardhan. He's the Expo Chair of TiE. He's been with the organization for over 20 years. Welcome, Ajay.
All right, nice to meet you, Lakshmi. And the work Sitare TV doing is phenomenal. I am a big supporter, and say hi to all your viewers from me. Welcome.
Sure, thank you. Tell us about how you got started with TiE and about your journey.
So my journey started about 20 years ago. I was a very small volunteer working in a registration area on a single shift. But the work and the people got so much hooked on to it. So I stayed for the whole 3 days, though my shift was only 4 hours. And then it just kept on coming. In around 2012, after doing the registration, I decided to switch the gears and became the volunteer in the expo area. So I was learning the sales skills that time. So expo requires a lot of sales, and that was something which was missing in my career the whole time. Being an engineer, you don't sell. So I wanted to do that. So I joined the expo team, and then 2 years down, they saw my selling skills and organization skills, and they offered me to lead the expo. I'm very happy to state to all the Sitare TV users that expo has been phenomenal. You have been around the expo floor the whole 3 days. The best part about the expo is this is where all the companies in the Bay Area as well as technology sector, they want to come and showcase and meet people. So no matter how many Zoom calls you do, one FaceTime, and you FaceTime in face-to-face FaceTime, not the virtual FaceTime. That's what this expo is about. And this is what we are selling. I'll give you a quick story. So what happened last year, we didn't have internet on the expo floor. Everyone is complaining, how do we do demo, this and that. I said, look, here you are 2 years into the pandemic, where everything was virtual. Now you are in the real world. Talk to people, face to face, period. No more internet. And look, nobody complained. Everyone was so happy to actually talk to their customers or potential customers. And I have not heard a peep, no complaint ever since. But that's Expo. This is where truly we get the best of the best on the TiEcon. So that's my experience.
So this time we see a lot of non-profit booths.
Yes. So what has happened, especially with the pandemic, is nonprofits have done a lot of work. At the point where they now want to get into the real money, where the money is, and TiEcon is where the money is, and that's what we are helping all the nonprofits to come into the play, promote them big time, and we want them to get benefit. And I mean, we do not discount the work nonprofits are doing, though it's non-tech, but that they are building the society, they're bringing everyone together. So that is what the nonprofits are. We do promote nonprofits at TiEcon. So if you're a nonprofit and you want to sort of promote yourself, next year TiEcon, be it.
How many exhibitors do we have this time?
We have about 75 exhibitors on the floor.
Wow.
Yeah, and last year we had 100. We are working with kind of a very hard economy. It sounds pretty great, but actually economy, if you look at people, they're very, very struggling very hard. So, but what we did this year was to go for real quality. So we have got real AI companies, real people who are looking for customers. And what I'm very happy to report that I've been hearing from the exhibitors, third day, they have closed a lot of deals. So there is real.
That's great.
That is a real money right there. So that's what the expo is about.
So since you mentioned the closing of deals, a lot of holding these kind of events is also building relationships with your customers, with the exhibitors. So do you see a lot of repeat exhibitors? I saw at least a couple that I recognize.
Oh, there are some, and let me tell you what the expo is about. So expo for the startup companies is a very small phase in their life cycle. So companies are, there's idea, they build product, sort of they get funded, they get customers, and they become big, or they go bust. right? That's a normal journey they have. TiEcon plays a role in a very short duration in their life cycle. So just when they are ready to launch a product, they have something to show to, and they are here. Once they are into the next 2-3 phases, TiEcon does not make them sense. So that's why we do get a lot of new companies, and that's very powerful. That's very powerful. So getting more companies is actually what we are looking for. So that's a success factor. We will get repeat customers. I'll be happy. But the more newer companies coming, that means we are doing something right.
So, how many different countries are represented here on the expo floor?
Oh, we do have countries coming from Mexico. So there's a booth from near Mexico. They have been our repeat customers. So they came in 2 years ago, and they really liked the vibe of the conference. And then they had a story to tell, and that's what the near Mexico was. We have people coming in from India, of course. That's natural to see people coming in. We have people coming from UK. We have people coming in from Germany. So we have a lot of people who are interested to come in and work with this ecosystem here at that TiEcon has to offer. So this is what the power of Ti is.
What do you think the estimated footfall was during these 3 days? An approximation.
I have an access because I was also the original architect of the Hua software. If you've used the Hua software, was used for registration, so everyone was registered on this software. So I've been fortunate to actually set that up for TiEcon. That was used to do the registration as well as the social networking that is going on. So you can actually, through this app now, connect with attendees virtually at TiEcon. So real-time scan of their badges, so you can connect right then there. So I've been fortunate to actually set that up for Ti. So I have numbers. So I have the actual numbers. So let me run through some numbers. But I would say there are definitely more than about 2,500. That's what I have seen. Definitely.
And how many speakers and panelists do you know? Approximately the panels and the speakers?
So the total number, we are still counting. There are some changes last minute. But that number is definitely going to be more than 150 to 200 total speakers, including panels and speakers. And of course, who will forget Jensen Wang? That's like a big. So that we have really, really great speakers. We had the whole Google, we had the NVIDIA panel, we had the Meta. So who's who of the world are here at TiEcon.
What do you do otherwise, Ajay, apart from TiEcon?
I do have a startup that I'm working on. So I'm in between the jobs, but this is a startup which is going to be like I was talking about the German company. They were interested in coming here. So I'm helping them establish their business here in the US. So I'm using all my TiEcon learned skills of organizing things, connecting people, getting the whole setup. And that's what I'm doing it in my real job also. It's a bi-directional. You learn something in TiEcon, you put it back to work, you learn in work and you put it back to TiEcon. And that's what the TiEcon is about, which is like crossing over your actual jobs with what you do here.
Thank you so much, Ajay. Such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Seda, our customers. See you there. Thank you.